Hello all, I am P.W. Ingle, working as an assistant professor at Sanjivani College of Engineering, Kopargaon in Mechanical Engineering Department. So on today, we will continue to solve the problems on Pelton wheel turbine. So I'll read the statement of problem. A single jet wheel turbine runs at 300 rpm under a head of 510 meter. The jet diameter is 200 mm. Its deflection inside the bucket is 165 degree. Its relative velocity is reduced by 15% due to friction. Calculate water power, resultant force on bucket, overall efficiency by taking mechanical losses as 3%, coefficient of velocity as 0.98 and speed ratio as 0.46. So it is given speed of wheel is given, diameter of jet is given, net head is given, angle of deflection is given, reduction in relative velocity with respect to friction is given, losses. Okay. Now we have to calculate first what? Yes, water power. What is water power? It is rho g qh or w qh. Okay. So velocity of jet cv under root 2 gh. So it is coming as 98 meter per second. Discharge through the Pelton wheel, area of jet into velocity. Okay. Then water power. It is rho w qh. Okay. Now next, resultant force on the bucket. So what is resultant force on the bucket? Yes, it is rho q in bracket Vw1 minus Vw2. Now here you see there are two ways to solve. First of all, we'll go step by step. Peripheral speed is what? Ku under 2gh. Okay. Vw1 equal to V1, 19 meter per second. Vr1 equal to V1 minus V1, so it is 52 meter per second. Okay. Now next. The blade angle phi 15 degree. Vr2 is 0.85 of Vr1. Okay. Now first thing is what? You use the normal velocity triangle and just calculate Vw2. If you are getting it is as a minus, so put it here minus. If it is getting positive, then put here positive. Otherwise, if Vr2 cos phi is less than blade speed, okay, Vr2 cos phi, see the velocity triangle. So I think, okay, it is not there. By using velocity triangle, the sorry, by using velocity triangle, yes, if Vr2 cos phi is less than the blade speed, Vr2 cos phi, that is u2 plus Vw2, okay, you see that side. If it is less than blade speed, then beta is greater than 90. So you are getting Vw2 as 3.31 meter per second. Otherwise, you can go on solving problem. You will get Vw2. If you are getting minus value, put here minus. If it is positive, then positive. Okay. So there is no confusion. So F equal to rho q in bracket Vw1 minus Vw2. You are getting the values at 291,455.8 Newton. Okay. Then brake power is what? Force into U. Okay. Sorry, power developed by wheel. So what is brake power? There is a loss of 3% mechanical losses. So you can calculate shaft power. Okay. Like this. Then overall efficiency is brake power upon water power. So it is 84.4%. Now next, Pelton wheel running at 480 rpm and operating under an available head of 420 meter is required to develop 4800 kilowatt power. There are two equal jets and bucket deflection is 165. Overall efficiency is 85%. Coefficient of velocity of nozzle is 0.97. Blade speed ratio is 0.46 and Vr2 is 0.86 times the Vr1. Calculate cross-sectional area of each jet, bucket pitch, circle diameter and hydraulic efficiency. Okay. So we can write the given data: speed of wheel, available head, shaft power, angle of deflection, overall efficiency. Okay. Then Vr2 equal to 0.86 times of Vr1. What you have to calculate first? Cross-sectional area of each jet. Okay. So here you see total discharge Q equal to number of jets into area of each nozzle into velocity of jet. Okay. So how to calculate velocity of jet? It is V1 CV under 2GH. Okay. Now again shaft power is given. So what is overall efficiency? Shaft power upon W into Q into H. So you will get what? Yes. Q. So Q is 1.37 meter cube per second. You should take the care of unit. Okay. Velocity of jet 8.05 by putting the values in the formula CV under 2J. Total discharge is number of jets into area of each nozzle into velocity of jets. So number of jets are 2. So you are getting area. Okay, small a. Then we have to calculate what? D. So U equal to pi dn by 60. So first of all you calculate U. KU under 2GH. Okay. So you will calculate D as 1.66 meter. Then hydraulic efficiency, you can use this formula. Okay. So phi angle is 15 degree. Then K is also given 0.86. This formula we are getting from the equation derivation of hydraulic efficiency equation. Okay. Okay. Now next, single jet Pelton turbine is required to drive a generator to develop 10,000 kilowatt power. Available head is 760 meter. Assuming electric generation efficiency is given 95%. Okay. Pelton wheel efficiency is 87%. CV is given. Okay, and mean bucket velocity is 0.46 of jet velocity. Outlet angle is given. Relative velocity. First of all, what to calculate? Flow in meter cube per second, diameter of jet, force exerted by the jet on bucket, best synchronous speed. Okay, for the generation of 50 Hertz and corresponding mean diameter. If the uh, mean bucket circle diameter to jet diameter is not to exceed 10. Okay. So we'll solve step by step. Output of generator 10,000 kilowatt. Generator efficiency 95%. Available head. Pelton wheel efficiency CV. Okay. Flow you have to calculate. Okay. So first of all, uh, output of turbine is given as an input to generator. Okay. So therefore, output of turbine is given to input to generator. What is generator efficiency? It is output of generator upon input of generator. And what is input of generator is nothing but output of turbine. So you are getting the value of output of turbine. Get it or not? Whatever the turbine output you are getting, it is given to generator. And what is generator efficiency? Output of generator upon input of generator. Okay. So now input of generator is given. You see here 10,000 kilowatt. Okay. So therefore, you can calculate output of turbine. So sorry, output of generator is given. Output of generator upon uh, 0.95. You are getting input of generator, and input of generator is nothing but output of turbine. Therefore, you can calculate. Now, what is Pelton wheel efficiency? Shaft power upon water power. Therefore, available power of the turbine equal to Pelton wheel efficiency, shaft power upon Pelton wheel efficiency. So you are getting value of Q. Okay, 1.62 meter cube per second. Then next, now I want to know jet diameter. So Q equal to pi by 4 d square into V1. What is V1? CV under 2GH. Okay, so you are getting what? Small d. It is 132 meter. And next, force exerted by the jet on the bucket. So what is the formula? Yes, formula is this. Rho Q VW1 minus VW2. Again, the value is coming as minus. Okay. So I told you there are two methods. First is what? You use the normal velocity triangle. Normal means beta is less than 90 degree. Go on solving, you will get VW1 positive. If you are getting positive, you put it in equation of force as a plus value. If it is minus, then it is minus. Or otherwise, another method which is explained in this problem. So U equal to 0.46 V1, it is given in problem. By using inlet velocity triangle, VW1 equal to V1, U1 equal to U2, VR1 equal to V1 minus U1. Okay. So here, why velocity triangle is drawn like this? Because here you see VR2 is 0.85 of VR1, okay, and VW2 equal to U2 minus VR2 cos phi, because where 2 cos phi is less than u2. That's why this VW2 value where 2 cos phi is less than u2. Okay, that's why the angle beta is more than 90. Otherwise, I told you, go on solving problem. If you are getting minus value, your velocity triangle will be updated like this. Okay, very simple. So VW1, why it is positive? Because VR2 cos phi is less than U2, or U2 is more than VR2 cos phi. Okay, that's why we are getting value like this. So F equal to rho Q VW1 minus VW2 because beta is greater than 90. Now I want to know best synchronous speed. Okay, so capital D by small d is given. So you can calculate capital D, then U equal to pi d n by 60. So you can calculate n. Okay. Now what is frequency of generator? So n synchronous equal to 120 f upon p. Therefore frequency is what? N synchronous into p upon 120. So p is number of poles. So if p equal to 8, synchronous speed is how much? 750 rpm. And how much rpm you are getting? By using given data, it is 788. So which is nearest? Okay. So that's why d revised equal to 1320 into 788 upon 750. So d revise how to calculate? You write down here pi d n by 60 equal to pi d revise n by 60. So we'll get the d revise. Okay. Now next. So remaining problems will solve in next lecture. We'll stop here now.